Hello, today is another Wellness Wednesday, and today is the day the Lord has given us. We are happy, we are glad, we are alive. The year is almost coming to an end, and God has been so grateful to all of us, my viewers, both far and near, my family and loved ones. God bless you always for being with us on this program. Wellness Wednesday, where we always talk about healthy eating and lifestyle changes. I wish you a Merry Christmas in advance. Tomorrow is Christmas, and I know everybody is happy, getting ready, preparing physically and spiritually and emotionally for the upcoming Christmas activities and events and all the relationships around meeting family members, all the parties we are doing, closing up, ending up, wrapping up as the year is coming to a close. We are grateful. We are so grateful to the God of heavens who has been so merciful to us. If I am alive and you are alive, it's such an honor, a privilege. See, money, there are some things money cannot buy. There are some things, of course, when you have your dollars, you can buy them. But there are some things you cannot buy them with money, especially life. Life, you can't buy life with money. It is God who keeps, who protects, who preserves us. And so we say, thank you, Lord, for all that you have done for my family and your family and all those viewers. Thank you very much for always being there and watching this program. I know it has been a blessing to you, just like it's always been a blessing to me. And so today we want to look at another topic. I want you to invite a friend to be part of this program. And as always, Wellness Wednesday says, your greatest wealth, one of your greatest wealth God has given you is your health. And therefore, we need to take charge. We need to be bold. We need to take active. We have to be active when it comes to our health. We have to really pay attention to the health that God has given us. It is the greatest resource. A sound mind is a sound body. And when you are sound, when you are happy, when you are health, your health is good. I mean, you feel great. And it affects even people around you. And so that's why we can't afford to treat the body anyhow, but rather pay attention to the body and feed the body with good things. There are so many good things. When you read the book of Psalm 136, verse 25, it says, God gives food to every creature. His love endures forever. You see, God knows we need food. So therefore, he has made provision for all the food that we need for both animals as well as human beings. When you look at the ants, even the little tiny ants, look at how they struggle to get food, save food, pack food for the bad days. God has given them wisdom. And so the Bible says we should go and learn from ants. See, they are always making sure they have enough food. They are gathering food that will keep them going. Food is medicine. And so the body thrives well when you give it good food. And therefore, food cannot be underestimated. But what is not good is bad food. Therefore, we need to eat good food. Good food, fresh food, nature's food. We don't want artificial food. That one destroys the body. It does not help the body at all. We need live food, natural, what God has given us, nature's own food, the food that God has made for us. He's created everything, including even what we eat. This is how lovely our God is. And so today, we want to look at another very important topic, interesting topic on Wellness Wednesday. And so we are looking at this topic, and I hope it will be a blessing to anyone who is watching today. So the topic for today is cooking. Cooking. Fresh cooking revival from scratch, not the can. You see, we are looking at how we can cook fresh every day, around this season, around this time, when there is so much eating, when there is so much cooking, when friends are gathered, when neighbors are gathered, when family members are all around, when our loved ones are all around. You see, we want to cook healthy for them to eat. Healthy cooking is good. And that's why we want to really, we want to start fresh, want to start fresh, learn how to cook fresh from the scratch and not from canned. We don't want canned food. Canned food is not the best. It's not good. Occasional, when you go for canned food, it's okay, but it shouldn't be a daily thing that you do every day. But rather, let's learn to cook from scratch, not from the can. We don't want can. The can has so many disadvantages that will not help the body. So cooking, to cook and eat fresh, you have to be intentional. You have to be creative. You have to be what? To be active. You have to also work hard. You have to learn. You have to know what to cook. And you have to love, have to be passionate about what you are doing. So cooking fresh and eating fresh food is crucial for better health. That's why we need to cook fresh every day or every other day, or if possible, most of the time. You see, it's better for our health when we eat fresh, we cook good, using the right ingredients. It's good for our health. It also has what? Superior taste and the environmental benefit as it maximizes nutrients. It also avoids, when you cook from home, when you cook fresh, most of the time, you avoid preservatives and excess sugar and sodium found in processed food. That is the negative side of processed food. That is the negative side of canned food. When you don't cook your own food and you depend on outside food or canned food or processed food, you always feed the body with sugar or fat, too much fat, or even what? With too much salt, which is not good. But when you cook, you are able to know what quantity you are using, and the quality of your ingredients also matters a lot. So we are looking at how we can avoid all this and cook well. See, fresh cooking, one thing about fresh cooking, it also offers vibrant flavors. That's the one thing about fresh cooking. When you cook with fresh veggies, leaves, and spices, and what have you, it gives you a very powerful taste, gives you a very powerful taste, which is always very vibrant and very good. So let's learn how to cook and cook well. Fresh cooking offers vibrant flavor, better textures, and makes food more enjoyable and easy to digest, reducing risk of chronic disease and other problems. So that is why it behooves on us as parents, as mothers, to cook and cook well. Cook from your home. Cook from the scratch. You don't need canned food. Especially this Christmas, this season, this time, as we are ending the year, make up your mind that you are going to avoid cooking from cans, but rather you want to cook from your own house and cook fresh, using fresh ingredients. So number one, what do we do as parents, as mothers, as fathers, as sisters, as we want to improve our health, our overall health? Let us start with fresh item. So now start with fresh ingredients. That's number one. Shop local, seasonal produce from gives you maximum flavor and nutrients. Swap can for fresh food. For example, if you want to cook, instead of using canned tomatoes, use fresh tomatoes. Fresh things are always fresh. If you want to cook, instead of using canned beans, you can always cook your own fresh beans, or get some dry beans and cook them from the scratch, so that you know the amount of salt you are putting in, the amount of spices you are putting in. You don't want to eat things that are not helpful to the body. So let us learn to focus on veggies, cooking food that is fresh and not from can. It is not good, it is not acceptable. So here I have some of my fresh ingredients I use for cooking. Get your fresh herbs. You see, bell peppers, get them. And one thing I want to encourage my viewers, get organic. And one thing I've also observed as I shop around, sometimes in a hurry you want to pick veggies that have already been cut already, like salad that has been cut already. That one I will not advise you, because you don't know how they treated it and you don't know how much they washed it. You see, some of these fresh produce contains a lot of bacteria that can enter into the bloodstream or enter into our body and cause a whole lot of things. So the best thing is to get your own fresh ingredients and bring them home, wash them, and then prep. I have my bag of salad. See, I just bought them, washed them, and I keep them in the fridge. So at any time, I can just grab them and eat. I soak them in salt water or vinegar water and make sure it is well washed. And so this salad, when I take it, I'm ready to go. So join me to enjoy this fresh salad, already washed and back in this can. And it's easy to go. Well, that's what I want to encourage my viewers to do, so that we avoid a lot of diseases and chemicals. Number two, we also want to learn how to master basic preparation. Chop your veggies ahead, store them in fridges for quick access, make homemade broth. You see, when you want to make homemade broth, make it from home. Bone soup, vegetable soup, what have you. Learn to make them from scratch and make them with your own ingredients, and know what kind of things you're adding into your food. Too much sodium, too much sugar, too much fat is not good for the body. It causes a whole lot of problems. Sometimes when you are young, you don't see the outcome, but as you are aging, as you are growing, you begin to see all the problems and the challenges of not eating well or not cooking well. So this afternoon, I want to encourage my viewers who are watching me. This is the time. Let us begin to make up our mind, especially as the year is coming to an end. We are making so many resolutions. Let healthy cooking revival be part of our resolutions for next year. Whatever resolution you are making for next year, make sure let your cooking revival be part of it. Be intentional about what you cook. Be intentional about what you eat. Be intentional about what you shop. It's not everything we buy when we go out there. Look for organic produce. Look for local farm, fresh farm produce. Avoid canned things. Avoid frozen food. Avoid them all. They've been stuck there for months and months. And some of them have expiration dates, and sometimes you don't even see the expiration date. But I believe every frozen food or anything that has been kept in the freezer, that has been kept on the shelf when you go to the market, has expiration date, has a lot of, most of them have expired and they are not fresh. And so the nutrients, you end up buying things which have no nutrients, and you feed the body with a lot of calories. That's why I want to encourage you. Over the shelf food, frozen food are not the best. If it's once in a while, it's okay, but they are not the best. Make sure you get fresh food every day. Just like I have my fresh leaves, my fresh veggies, my fresh everything ready for use. This is my dandelion leaves. It is washed, and dandelion leaves is one of the things you don't want to miss around this season as we are cooking for families. Add it to your salad, add it to your soup, your stew, eat it raw. It is so delicious. I've bought them, I've washed them, they are ready to be used, and so I can just grab it at any time and then just start eating all and mix them together, and I begin to eat them. So that's what I want to also tell my viewers. Do the same thing. It will add more health to your life. And focus on whole food. Cook grains, proteins, and veggies from scratch. Limit processed and packaged food. Okay, this is something you don't want to do. Your proteins. Get fresh fish from the fresh market. Get fresh meat, fresh eggs, fresh everything, and start cooking them from scratch. Enjoy them with herbs and other spices of your choice. It doesn't take long to cook. People think it's a waste of time going to the market, buying all these things and cooking. It takes time. Let me tell you, it does not take time at all. If you are sick right now, you will spend more time being sick and going to the doctor's office more than standing before the kitchen, your stove, and cooking. So just weigh these two options. Think about them. Which one is more serious? Spending time in your home, in your kitchen, getting the right ingredients, cooking fresh food for your family, for yourself, and then being sick in bed for days or months, or being at the hospital where, you are sick and you have to go through all kinds of things. Which one is more expensive? So let's think about what we do when it comes to our health. Cooking is fun. Make it fun to the whole family. Bring your children together, let them all cook together. It's fun. It's so beautiful to see parents or children cooking together, and you are teaching your children also skills and teaching them how to cook and how to enjoy good food. And after cooking, can all sit together and enjoy the food. So this is one of the tips I want to give to my viewers as you watch me today. Prepare. See, prep your food. Prep your food. Prep your food. Prep your food. If you don't have time to cook, to get things done every day, prep the food. Get your onions cut. Get your bell peppers cut. Cut them. Save them in your fridge. Don't buy the already cut ones from the market. There, I don't think they wash them very well. Think about your health first. So go and buy them, bring them to your house, have time to wash them, clean them, soak them in water, salt water, and then get them ready. So just like this one. So at any time you are ready to go, you just grab them and cook them. So this is my salad. It's washed already. And then also I have another bag of parsley leaves. Parsley leaves are also very delicious and good for salad, for soup. And so this one, I bought them from the market. I washed them already and they are saved in these bags. I keep them in my fridge. And so whenever I want them, I just grab them and I eat them. I just mix them all together, get this one, mix them. And it saves me a lot of time. And so I don't have to struggle to eat what I want to eat. I already know what I want to eat and ready prepare them, and I keep them always in my fridge. So that's what I want to share with my viewers for today. Learn to prep your food and focus on whole grain food from scratch. Whole grain food, proteins are very important. Look for whole grain food, not processed. You see, sometimes when you go to the market, you see that they have already cooked rice and they have packaged them. Do you know the amount of chemicals they put to preserve that rice? It will surprise you how much chemicals they put into that food. Already cooked packaged rice, noodles, quinoa, chicken, all these ready-made foods have a lot of toxins and other things. So prep your own food and cook your own food. Let this be part of your New Year resolution. Revival cooking. Revive the way you cook your food. Be intentional, be active, and enjoy good food from your own kitchen. Let your kitchen be your own pharmacy, and don't go out there to buy any drugs from outside. And then number 4, spice up. Use fresh herbs, basil, cilantro, spices. Use fresh one. Make your own seasoned blends. You see, a lot of the seasons we buy from outside, you see, they put preservatives in just to keep it on the shelf for a long time. And so when you cook with them, you don't really enjoy the flavor of the spices and the herbs. So I will encourage you, my viewers, for today. I want to encourage you. Get your fresh ginger. Avoid the bottled gingers we buy from the stores every day. Fresh ginger is fresh ginger. You cannot compare this fresh with dried ones or whatever that is in the bottle we buy outside. Fresh is fresh, and you get the most benefits and the nutrients and the ingredients from this when you use the fresh one. For example, if you want fresh ginger tea, the best one is to get your ginger, wash it, chop it, put it in hot water. It tastes more ginger than getting a bottle of dry ginger and putting it in hot water. There's a difference between the two. So always go for the fresh one. If you are looking for garlic also, I want to encourage you, get fresh garlic. Fresh garlic. Chop them, eat them raw, put them in your soup, your food. It's 10 times better than buying the already cut garlic that has been kept in bags sitting out there in the stores. So watch how you shop for your how you go out grocery. When you go grocery, don't just buy anything. Be intentional. Read labels. Look at what is out there. Have time. You see, have time for your health. When you invest into your health will also be beneficial to you. Let us do a lot of investment. And so, as you take time to cook in your house, it's another way of investing into your health. So let us not only do investment for education, for our businesses, and for other things, but rather let us also invest into our health. And this is one way we invest into our health by cooking right, eating right, getting right food, fresh food, getting the right amount of nutrients, buying organic. All these things are what? Investment into your health. And you will one day reap the benefit of what you have invested into your health. The goal is we want to stay healthy. Everybody will die, but we don't want to die premature death. Premature death can be stopped. Premature death we can do something about premature death if only we take the lead and do what is accepted, and then the rest we leave it into the hands of God. And so we need to learn how to do all this and use the right materials, and then reduce waste. Use scrap for broth, freeze leftovers, or make stock. Pickles and fermented extra veggies. You can make your own fermented food at home, your own pickles, or other things from. There are certain things, of course, we cannot do it. It's okay to get it from outside. For example, I am an olive eater. I like to eat olives. And olives, I don't know where to get the fresh olives. And therefore, I just buy the bottle one. And so there are some things you cannot do it yourself, which is okay. But if there are certain things you can do, ginger, you can do it yourself, onions, fresh garlic, fresh pepper. These are a lot of things you can do for yourself at home. So let us learn to do them at home, get the fresh ones and cook with them. It's much healthier, much better, and to avoid wasting money on drugs. One thing I always say, the medications we take, there are so many side effects behind these medications. So let us always learn to do the right thing so that we avoid all these medication. And so today, as I want to also tell you that the reason why I want you to get away, see, a substance used to line the food cans, biphenols A, is called an endocrine disruptor, a compound that can act like hormones when it enters the human body. You see, the chemicals they use to seal these canned food, canned milk, canned beans, canned whatever, everything you can think, canned beans and all the canned food, canned soup and all those things, canned stew and all those things, canned beef and all those things. They use chemicals, and these chemicals, when it enters into the body, it causes a whole lot of challenges to the body. See, sometimes these challenges can be avoided by what we eat and what we buy. And so, especially in this modern world where we are living in a world where there's so much toxins, even in your homes, there is so much toxins because of what the computers and all the other gadgets that we use at home. In a home, I know there will be about 6 or 7 computers, because if a father has one, a mother has one, 4 children, everybody have their own computers. Apart from computers, we have these iPads, we have our phones, we have all these so many things. And so even our own homes is bombarded with the toxins. And when we go out, even right now, the air we breathe out is so full of things, because the neighborhoods we live, the car pollutions all over the place, there are so many things are in the air. The place, one of the worst place to get what toxins is in the plane. When we sit in the plane, so much goes on in the plane. And so the plane, even inside, is not the best. And so we are being bombarded with all these chemicals. That's why we also have to be intentional to eliminate a lot of these chemicals from our body by what we eat and what we drink. Drink good water, bottled water. I always tell my viewers it's always good to get this bottle. This is glass bottle. I don't like, most of the time I'll not advise you to use the plastic. This is plastic. Get water from the glass one. And this is one of them. This is one of the best mineral waters you can get. Sokosana. It's one of the best mineral waters out there. Don't think about the price. Think about what you are investing into your body. It's one of the healthiest water you can get, one of the best strain. So when you go out, look for them. You see, that's another way of investing into our health. So with this said, think about the chemical that enters into your body. And according to science indicates that when these chemicals get into the human body, it creates a whole lot of things. Science indicates that exposure to this chemical can contribute to cancer, cystic ovaries, and so many different types of cancers and all health issues. Therefore, we need to boot all these canned food out of our homes and from our food banks and other things, and rather let us cook healthy. And so this is all the cooking revival is all about: being intentional about what you are cooking, what you are feeding yourself with. Look for easier ways to prep your food and cook. You can just chop them just like I showed you. Get them ready. Get one day, get your veggies, all the different types of veggies. Fill your fridge with veggies, living food. These are living food, not fast food. These are the living food we are talking about. Living. They are all living, fresh food. This is my parsley leaves and all this dandelion leaves. These are all living food we are talking about. We don't want any dead food. Your carrots, your cabbage, your what have you, celeries and all the fresh things you can think of, bell peppers, what have you. These are living food that we are talking about. And so as we are celebrating this Christmas, as we are cooking, think about adding fresh food, living food to your diet. Help someone to help someone to help someone. Let us pass it on. Let us pass it on to our children who are coming, the next generation. Let's teach them how they can also eat healthy. It's not every day that we take our children to fast food. Once a while, you can just take them for a change. But out of the week, 7 days, let 6 days be home food. And then maybe once a week, our children, they love the pizzas and what have you. And then once maybe in a while, let them eat their pizzas and McDonald's and Chick-fil-A's and other things out there. But parents, I want to encourage you, for the sake of our health, for the sake of having good health and avoiding spending too much money on medication, it does not even help us. That has a lot of side effects that can cause us to die premature. You don't want to end up every day going to doctors. Doctors are human beings. They don't know everything. They are human beings just like us. They don't have everything. But the important thing is what I'm giving you. The Bible even talks about fresh food. When you go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 28, it talks about giving you this food, herbs, plants, seeds. Eat them so that you can live longer. And the Bible says God gives food to every creature. So every living thing on this earth, God gives food to them. He's giving food to human beings. Our food is to eat right and eat well and eat the healthy, normal, natural food which God has prepared for us. And believe me, don't take me by my words, but just experience it. I know a lot of people have really started very well, to end very well, and begin the year also very well. Think about how to always nourish your body. And remember, Wellness Wednesday says one of the best wealth is your health. Enjoy the season. Enjoy this Christmas. I wish you a happy, glorious new year. I wish you the best as we enter into the year 2026. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for our viewers for watching from all over the place. God bless you very much. Thank you. It's always a joy to see you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And I'll see you again next week. Bye bye. And you stay blessed all the time. Bye bye.